Luwande National Park is vitally important. It sits at the top of the Sherry River and is a vital habitat for elephants. It's a real little island in a sea of people, but an incredibly important one. And given that Malawi is probably one of the poorer countries in Africa, it's vital that we maintain parks like this so that we can encourage tourism and ecotourism to help benefit the people of Malawi. The only water source is actually within the boundaries of the park, which meant that communities were moving out of their communal areas into the park in order to fetch water. And that led to an increase in poaching because people had this accessibility into the park. And that has led to a substantial drop in wildlife population. And the only way that you can address poaching is to establish an effective law enforcement component. Do things in a systematic way so that you can curb this scourge of snaring that's taking place within the park. So one of the major problems is the western boundary of Luwande National Park. It's a very hard interface between protected area and people. It's literally a line. So that became a priority area for us. And the only real way that you can address human-elephant conflict is to put a barrier between people and elephant. And so what we went about doing was finding a community that was ready to engage with us. And we put up 6 kilometers of electrified fence.
We are in one of the villages of Chikolongo, and here this is the soya that has just been harvested, and right now they are processing it so that they can take it to our buying point. It's helping a lot to boost the economic status of the people here in the villages, because many of these products that are farmed here, like maize, are not as marketable as soya, and this has really helped many people in our communities in many villages of the western boundary.
Our focus is that by the end of the day, our community should be empowered with the knowledge about modern farming. At the same time, they should be also economically empowered through the produce that they are selling here, giving them alternative so that in the end they don't think of going into the reserve to do the activities that were happening in the past. That's our focus. We introduced the component of fish farming just to supplement the need for protein to the communities. Before this, the fish were coming from Sherry River. That was the only source for the fish to the community. These fish are going to be sold to the community, to the local people, and some of the tourist lodges that are around us.
This is a new water reservoir under construction. So we're going to expand and have more than 10 hectares that are going to be irrigated using this water reservoir.
Produce is now being sold to markets. It's a new form of income for people that didn't have it before.
If we don't grow vegetables, I think we cannot live properly. If we sell them, we do have money, and also food is what we rely upon this.
It shows a tangible benefit of having a wildlife area on your doorstep to those communities who for a long time were seen as just marginal communities who just looked across at a park that they couldn't utilize, they couldn't benefit from it. Now they're seeing a direct benefit to being right next door to this protected area.
We've got a very good relationship with the communities and the chiefs here. Over 50 chiefs and leaders come to have training of agriculture, and we come and chat about issues and developmental plans that we can have to change the communities around us. Here we are in Mwamadi village, This man is one of the 24 families that are working on the land at the Chikolongo project. When we came in June, he started growing different kinds of vegetables. Many vendors and traders were coming to buy, and some of those profits that he sold, he's managed to build the house that you're seeing behind us. He has put a cement floor on it, and on the side there are iron sheets that he bought from the proceeds that he made in just a span of 4 months. He has also been able to buy some livestock to further put their investment of the money they got from the vegetables, so they can be able to live happily as a very happy family. The people here are a living testimony that if they are given the right training with just a little push, they can be able to make it in life. Because when the project started, it was from nothing, where elephants and animals were just destroying everything. But with just a little training and just a little bit of provision of the water, people's lives are changing. You can just see that people now are living in harmony. Slowly, slowly, they are moving forward.
We could replicate this, not only along that western boundary of Luwande, but the potential to replicate that within Malawi, within the region, within Africa as a whole is something that's really tangible, because the model is so much focused on self-sustaining. So this could potentially be a model that could be used throughout the African continent.
This small pipe that you're seeing here has saved many lives. Previously, many women and children used to come and fetch water along this boundary, and they would get attacked by crocodiles and would have on average 3 people die every month. Now that's all history. Now they are able to safely fetch water outside the park, where they don't have to be scared of crocodiles anymore. They are able now to wash from a very safe point outside the park. The animals are happy, and the people are happy.